Okay, so here's the thing. I won't be doing too many death battle videos on this channel. This is more about me, not the YouTube channel that I'm not. You know, that's just dumb. But today I want to cover a death battle episode that I feel like people have been getting wrong for a big reason. Are you ready? Let's do this, because I'm Steve Gaming now. I have no idea why I just talked about not being a different channel and then mocking a different channel. But anyway, this one is a death battle that I've been seeing on Google and stuff a lot when I look up the title. And people always have the exact same verdict. Verdict? I think that's what it's called. Victor, I don't know. And I just feel like there could be many possibilities where the other person can win. But no matter how hard I search, I only see one victor. That very death battle is Freddy Fazbear versus Bendy the Ink Monster. Five Nights at Freddy's versus Bendy and the Ink Machine, the two most popular horror indie characters in the world. I'd say FNAF is more popular, but still Bendy and the Ink Machine is huge, and I think it would be so fun to see these two characters on Death Battle. But I can see why they're not exactly fighter characters or anything to do like that, because they don't have too much potential, right? Wrong. Both of these characters are incredible fighters and can easily beat any human in 2 seconds flat. And the character that people have been thinking are the victor is very incorrect. Many people thought Bendy is the victor, and while in several instances of the fight, I'm sure he could win. He would win. About 50% of the time, Bendy could possibly win, because he might have intelligence. But we'll get to that in a second. Let's start up with the least obvious one. Durability versus durability. And this one, I could be wrong with this video. I mean, I could get some stuff about Bendy wrong because I really don't know much about Bendy. I'm just gonna get that out of the way. But Bendy, as I am concerned, I feel like he's just ink. I mean, unless if it's a more durable ink that can withstand like 200 million degrees. Freddy's, multiple types of Freddy, can survive in hell. Or heck, I'm sorry guys. But, I don't know, hell seems hot. No dur. I think it would be hotter than any kind of ink can withstand. Now, I know this isn't the best way to show durability, so I'm not gonna only use that. But as far as I'm concerned, I think Bendy actually does win this. He survived being hit by a car and having a wall be burst on him. And on the strength thing again, let's get to speed. Many people think that Bendy's quicker. He's not. Sure, he probably can run faster than a normal human being. But Freddy, when he lost in the original Five Nights at Freddy's 1, that's him moving in like 2 seconds. He doesn't need that much time to go through rooms that are pretty far apart. Or at least in the section of the room he's in, they're pretty far apart from each other. And I think Freddy is just quicker because he only needs like, sure, it does like static out for like 3 or 4 seconds. But all he really needs is that laugh. Meaning he should be running at about 70 miles per hour. Probably a bit less. But I still think it's quicker than Bendy running at a human speed. Once again, I could be very wrong, and Bendy could possibly have some stuff that I'm not aware of. As far as Arsenal is concerned, I think Bendy might have the upper hands. I mean, I'm sure he can create stuff out of ink and destroy stuff with it. But as far as strength's concerned, Freddy wins in a heartbeat. I know what you're thinking. Oh, he can't burst through a wall? That means he's much weaker than Bendy because he can do that all the time. No. As far as I know, Bendy's greatest feat in strength is bursting through a wall. I'm sure there is more, but I still think the greatest feat Freddy has gone through is stronger. Like, he could probably stop a car, and I still think Freddy wins strength. Okay, I know Fredbear and Freddy are different characters, but still, they're practically the exact same. And Fredbear is probably just weaker than Freddy already is. So, that means the weakest form of Freddy crushed a human child's skull. Now, go watch the Game Theory, The Bite, because I think he goes a lot more into detail. But I remember, I think, hearing something about him being able to crack steel, like, completely normally. That's his strength. And I'm pretty sure he also stopped a car once, like Bendy. So overall strength, I think Freddy might be onto something and win. Okay, now it's time for intelligence. This could also be a very wrong one. But as far as I know, I think Bendy is just the term of a very intelligent human. I feel like that's the greatest he's get. I think he has like maybe 180 at best. But Freddy, I'm thinking of something different. Freddy is an electronic, a computer. And computers know practically everything. Most things. Not everything, but still a lot of stuff they are aware of. But with Freddy Fazbear, I think that combined with a human child, since they were smart enough to walk or just have built trust, they're not intelligent, but I'm sure they have something around 70 or 80. And so that combined with a computer's intelligence is probably smarter than a normal human being, or even smarter. So that also beats Bendy in this form. But also, let's talk about forms. Now, Bendy can turn into like this big, strong monster. And you might think on paper that could defeat Freddy in a heartbeat. But Freddy is more than just the brown bear in FNAF 1. He can also turn into a ghost, so he can phase through your attacks and then turn back into normal Freddy and then hit him back. He could turn into Shadow Freddy to become a part of your become part of his shadows until he lets his guard down, in which he could kill him. We see the final blow, killing Bendy. Also, there is Nightmare Freddy and Fredbear, where, he could probably tear up a human being in about a couple of seconds. He has. It only takes him a couple of seconds to murder a child. I mean, if the game over screen in FNAF 4 is really all the blood in his body, which how much of there it is, it looks like real blood cells. And finally, you got Golden Freddy. Golden Freddy is completely invincible. He can live forever. I don't know, with the amount of spirits inside of him, it takes so much to kill a human spirit. In this franchise, at least. If you've seen the final ending of FNAF 3, I think you could see why. And since he tried so many freaking times to kill those spirits, and yet it never works, multiple spirits in Golden Freddy at once should be enough power to take practically anything that's thrown at him. So, I know a lot of this could be very wrong. I haven't seen a lot of Bendy and the Ink Machine. And I'm sure there are some feats that Bendy has that I'm unaware of. And I'm sure there's one that's big enough that like people watching this are like, oh, this dude's an idiot. He doesn't know true Bendy. But as far as I know about Bendy, Freddy actually would win about 60% of the time. Now, Bendy's durability and possibly even intelligence advantages would bring him up on top in a couple of instances. But Freddy's greater speed, durability, and strength can really pull him through and take the victory. Looks like Bendy just wasn't ready for Freddy.